This word hue is the ancient name for God, a love song to God. As you sang before, I think the most apt description that I can give of it is to say that when soul hears this sound, you can just simply say, soul has heard and is yearning to go. Soul has heard and is yearning to return home to God. And of course, this home to God area is the area of supreme, divine love that has no conditions attached to it, unconditional love. So often when we speak of love in a human sense, we don't know the difference. We'll have sometimes parents who say they love us, and then if we don't do things exactly their way, they'll give you the cold shoulder, or sometimes our mate might do this, or we do this to our mate, give them a cold shoulder. That's not unconditional love, it's conditional. And it's a form of control, and it's not true love at all. It's saying, I want to do it this way, and you're not doing it my way, so until you do it my way, then I'm not going to love you. I'm not going to talk to you, and the like. And then, of course, when this little argument blows over, then, of course, everybody is happy again and forget. And then the next time, the relationship of these two people comes to a test, and there is no meeting of minds and hearts. The same thing occurs. There will be some way that the two estrange each other, or one of the two will put a cold shoulder or some other way harm the relationship. Not speaking, sometimes doing whatever else you can do to say, you're not doing it my way, therefore I'm going to withhold my love from you. It's conditional love. It's human love, and it's not divine love. Not to speak poorly about human love, because it's people's attempt to be godlike, whether or not they're conscious of it. So whether a person has learned to love someone else, or a pet, or someone else, I think this is what is very, very important in this life, in some way, to learn to love someone more than yourself. And before you can love someone else more than yourself, I think you ought to also begin by first loving yourself. Even Christ said, love your neighbor as yourself. I've mentioned this before. So right away some people think this means love your neighbor, and that you forget all about yourself. It doesn't mean to have a high egotistical regard for yourself where you go strutting around, like some dictator. But it means to have respect for yourself as soul, as a child of God, or as we say in Eck more often, a light of God. Because once you recognize yourself as soul and as one of these beings of God, then you've made an important step in your spiritual unfoldment. And the next important step is then to also know and recognize other people are also soul, the lights of God.